So what I want to make sure that everybody understand that, and again, you have to share it with your friends or share that wisdom with others, that actually from tonight, the gate is actually from the 11th day of the month of Adar, the month of Pisces, until the 15th, every year, there's a huge, huge gift that comes to this world. Huge gift that we can never appreciate. I mean, how spiritual you can be, how elevated can you be. We can never appreciate the gift that is being shined to this reality in these days, specifically Wednesday night. Now, we know that in that time, it appeared the story, literally the story that was appear in that time is the story of Purim, which is a similarly Jewish holidays. It's like the Halloween of the Jewish people, right? That's how they call it in America, at least. I think so. So in a way, or known to be, that is a holiday for children, right? Who cares about who's dressing up in Purim and doing that stuff and eating Hamantaschen and all that stuff, the cookies. Obviously, it's really not about that, but it's about this Purim is represent a huge cosmic opportunity for all of us. That's what it is. What is the opportunity? One thing that you have to know, there's two levels of energies that flow or causing flow to this world. One is from above to below, and the next one is from below to above. When we awaken ourselves, or when there is awakening from above. Okay, there's two ways to wake up. There are two ways that one can elevate himself, meaning he wake up himself. He's not really waiting to anybody. And there is something that comes to the individual in enlightenment. Depend. Each one of them is directing us to different place. One is to understand the opportunity first, cosmic opportunity that happening now. It's itaruta del ila. It's an awakening from above that happening and shine to the world in free, unrestricted, undifferentiated, and unlimited. And it's only for that particular day or two, but it starts from now until Wednesday, Thursday day. What do we want to understand with this awakening? First of all, let's get into what's happening in this week energy. Whatever the Torah has been projecting to us, teaching us a secret. The week starts, it says, Tzav et bnei Aaron, Tzav et Aaron ve'et banav. Tzav et Aaron ve'et banav. Tzav, the word tzav literally means command. Command. Command on the people. That's what the Creator comes to Moses and says, you need to command Aaron, your brother, the sons, everyone, the Israelites. You have to command it. We learned that's the problem that religion had. When they read the story literally, when they read the Bible or the that's what people understood for thousands of years. When it's read that God command Moses, this is what we do. It's like we need to command. If someone commands us to do something, it's a commandment. I need to do it. No, that's not what it is. It's the opposite. It's the level that we need to become metzaveh. We need to become tzav. What does it mean? A conduit of the light of the Creator. Each one of us need to rush the process of transformation with ourselves so we can channel the light of the Creator to this world. And again, it might be in your own position that you haven't yet bring the light. First of all, you brought maybe your ego. let's say you work in any job that you do. You haven't brought yet the light. You haven't been a channel there yet for the light of the Creator. You are a channel for that particular subject, but not light. For example, I know some of you are in finance, some of you in real estate, some of you are working in restaurants, some of you are whatever it is that you do, right? You might do the physical work, but it has to be channeling the light of the Creator. So let's say, for example, if you, I don't know, if you work in, if you are, I don't know, chef, your food needs to heal everybody. If you, anything that you do, your real estate or whatever it is, your work is not simply just to get a home to someone, but to be a channel to where they need to live, in which apartment they need to be in. And in anything you do, in finance, there is the physical, but there is the spiritual aspect of that you need to be channeled into others. So there is a need to constantly work on being a channel of the light of the Creator, right? It says that you need to have that. It's like a Torat ha'oleh. It says ha'olah, but it says the oleh, the path to elevate myself and the rest of the people. It's a longer way. But what do we need? It says the idea, again, we're not going to go into many details about it, but it uses the word focus. Al-Mokda. Moked is the central focus of your intention. This is what you want to have. To any time, in hard time, in busy time, I'm in vacation now, I'm not need to think about it. No. There's no vacation from the light of the Creator. But I need some time. I'm going through some things. You can go through things. But your singular focus is working on yourself to become a channel for this world. Any negative attributes that you can find about yourself, you have to work on it, it says, for 40 days. If you want to remove any negative attributes and you want to extract only the good, the positive of these attributes, you want to work on that exactly 40 days, every single day. And every day, more increasing it more and more and more. It's known to be that you chop down the fabric of the negativity after 40 days. So in general, you have to focus on each one of them, right? And burn all negativity that is engaged with that. This is the work that we want to do. There's a beautiful gift that is available in these days. The awakening from above that's happening is awakening to become a true person, a real person. Most of us think that we are real people, yes? Most of us sure that we are real people. But then we realize after this meeting with this individual, we weren't really real with them. We were like a bit fake there. Most of us don't even go back and check ourselves, but if we go back and check, we say we're a lot of fake as opposed to real desire. This week, anything that is a negative attribute, anything, right? The Creator giving us a gift from above, an awakening from above, but it sent it in a way of such mercy, because it has to remove what we call in Purim, masechot vera'ashanim. You know what masechot and ra'ashanim? Masechot is mask or customs, and ra'ashanim is something that's noisy, make noise. Right? Noise maker. So in Purim, this is what we do. In that day, we were in custom, like I said, Halloween type of thing. We were in a custom. We're making noise, right? But in a way, what do? The Creator gave us that day to remove all the mask and to remove all whatever makes noise in my head. Sometimes in our head there is a big noise that we cannot get rid of. This is what Purim is about. And what makes the noise? What makes the noise? All the negative attributes that was not yet converted into positivity. What we call avodah al midot. Work on your attributes. What does it mean? Attributes is a measurement. Let's say, for example, you have the attributes of love. Anybody have an attribute of love? Let's say anybody doesn't have an attribute of love. Nobody answers, nobody cares, right? Yes, you do care. But our attributes of love is in measurement. That's our capacity to love. Why can't I love more people? Why can't I give love to this individual? Why can't I feel love towards this, towards that? Because it's still only a midah. Midah is measurement, is capacity. But the midah is also attributes. So meaning you need to work on that measurement and expand it. First of all, how? Remove the negative love around and then use it only in a positive way to increase love to others, increase love to the light, increase love to what you do. But why can't I work on it every single day? I should work on it all the time. Yes. But in this time, it says, if you understand, this is the gift. This is the gift of these days. Again, I'm telling you, this is the easiest way that you ever heard. That every person in the world need to know that. If I'm not awakened, let's say, for example, there is a certain vibration that starts to happen in the world right now. Certain vibration. For example, I'll tell you something. Let's say if you pay attention to what I'm saying, imagine a pond, a big pond, right, of water. You take a pebble and you throw it to the middle of the pond. Would you experiencing the wave where you stand on the shore immediately, or it will take time? What do you think? Everybody's smart enough to understand. If I throw the rock in the middle, it takes time until the waves comes back to hit me back. Everybody understand that? Someone did not understand the example. Okay. When you throw a pebble into the middle of the pond, it creates waves that eventually will hit the shore where I am standing. Okay? Sometimes when we take an action, we don't see the effect right away, but there's a certain vibration that starts to happen. One of the things that is important to remember, that the Creator is sending right now to these days a huge vibration. It's very, very strong vibe. But what happened? Vibe of change, vibe of transformation, vibe of elevation to the whole world. But what happened? Yesterday or today, I behave in a negative way. Let's say I did something negative. It's like you throw a rock into that pond. You create waves that eventually will come back to you, cause and effect, and you will have to deal with them. Imagine how many rocks you throw into the pond. How many waves comes your way? It interferes with the cosmic waves that comes to you. If I'm not in sync with the waves, if I'm not transmitting in the same way of what the universal thinking is, my vibration block. It's like when you're putting it on your phone. Let's say you pay Verizon or whatever TNT, but you put what you may call the flight plane or whatever, airplane mode. I don't know. Everybody's calling you to give you millions of dollars, and what do? You put an airplane mode. They call you. I called you yesterday. For 2 days, I'm trying to reach you to give you few $1 million. Why don't you answer? Oh, yeah, I was on an airplane mode. I was depressed. Right? So we understand now That is nothing wrong. Why that Purim doesn't really work? Why that energy that is being projected to this world? Why it doesn't work? Because most of us are on an airplane mode. We are disconnected from that. We're not vibrating in the same wavelength. And therefore, knowing makes the connection. Knowing what's available makes the connection. Consciousness makes the connection. What do I want to connect in now? First of all, to be aware, okay, that there are and there is an assistance from above all the time. And specifically, this time is such a gift for all of us, for the whole world. What is this week? This week, I need to just be aware of all my negative attributes. You don't need to change them now. You don't need to do anything about them right now. But you need to elevate them, meaning elevate them in your eyes. See them. Raise them up to your eyes so you can see. Because whatever you bring to the surface that buries deep inside of you, and nobody knows about it, the Creator cannot remove it for you. But whatever you're elevating, you exposed. Now you've been exposed. That itaruta, that awakening from above, take over that and eliminate it. Simply eliminate all the negative. Let's say if you have fears that you're dealing for years, if you obviously recognize them, elevate them, meaning expose them even physically, or even write it down, not just knowing that in your head. That's not enough. You have to verbally say that. Now the Creator can take it away from you. That energy that has been awakened every single year for one day, but it's extended for these couple of days before and after. Obviously, this is what you need to focus in. Whatever have or take power over you. Let's say I can't handle the anger, or those fears are bad, or whatever it is that you think takes over. This is something you want to recognize, write it down, even call a friend or someone that you trust, and then expose that. Hey man, I'm dealing with this, This is my, expose that. Bring it to the surface, because Purim, these days, until Passover and then 30 days from now, this is the time to work on your attributes, but this gift doesn't really come back anymore. What do I need? I need 4 steps. These are the steps. 1, I need a desire, a tremendous desire to remove negativity from my life. Now, one can ask, what do you mean? Anybody else? Anybody is wanting to live with negativity? No, but they don't have a real desire to remove that negative attributes or the negativity around them. 2 is to recognize. You need to recognize, not just like, oh yeah, I have fear. No, recognize the magnitude of the results of living with fear. You have to recognize the extended, expensive payment I gave for that fear. I spoke to someone yesterday. What day was yesterday? Sunday. No. I had a whole night meeting with someone, all night, like few hours. I went into that, and one thing he tells me, it's amazing. So, my fear of such and such manifested in my life. I says, okay, why are you so surprised? Right? Because obviously, when your biggest fear is about to be manifest, if you're not transforming that, meaning if you keep giving into that fear, that is absolutely not real. Absolutely, it's just absolutely not real. Eventually it's manifest. So one thing we understand is to recognize that if you're going to continue this way, you need if that is like someone says, if I'm going to continue working this way in 20 years, God forbid, heart attack, right? Everybody knows that. But they know in 20 years, or if I'm going to continue, no. I cannot continue living my life with anger any other day. No more. I have to recognize it. I have to have absolute identify that. Desire, recognition to the magnitude of the cause that it caused our life. Third is to open up and share it. You have to open up and share it. You want to share it here. I know some people don't know each other, so it's not yet. But if you have a friend or someone close to you, open up about something like that. Very important. You want to call me, you can call me. You have call a Kabbalah friend. Someone will never judge you. Someone will only love for you. You need to open up and share it. Once you do that, now it exposed. You expose the, sorry about my friends, the BS around it. And now the Creator can remove it for you for free. And fourth step is to be committed to decide to live in this way, in a different way, without that fear, maybe just with love. Is that system clear for everybody? Was it clear for everybody? Okay, hopefully it's clear for everybody, the steps. Okay, and the gift, the huge gift that has appear these days. It's just, I'm telling you, it's for free. Well, I just can't say that because once when you study for some time and when you reveal so much, you realize, oh wow, I wish everybody will know that. It's so free. We can remove chaos from the world for free in a second if anybody will follow those steps. This is the wisdom of Kabbalah, how crazy it is. The Kabbalah says, you don't need anything. You don't need the Torah. You don't need all the mitzvot. You don't need all those actions. You don't need religion. You don't need anything. You don't need any of that. It's all, I cannot say it's nonsense because there is truth that it still exists. But at some point, if the rest of the world will come to this understanding and use, by the way, these days that I'm talking about, is the only days that will remain open when the end of chaos is happening. Well, we call the Messiah consciousness, or end of the correction time. What will remain is Purim only. This what I'm telling you, that's what will remain. That you need to be so happy, and every time something negative comes, the Creator will remove it for you. Because you recognize it, you have desire to love and share. And of course, you recognize what it is. You open up and share it, the Creator takes it away. That's going to be like that, easy, no war, no nothing. Just being connected. Next step for that. Again, I'm going to share more throughout the week about it, but this is something I'm thinking about for a while. So, few months ago, I'm watching an NBA game. I don't know, I share with you, I like sometimes sport. Now it's the NBA. And it's inspiring for me. Again, someone sees like 10 people running after a ball. I see technique, I see different things going on there. But one thing that really awakened that thought that I'm sharing with you. And this is, and since then, every single time I see something, I'm looking for that, where it comes. So there was two teams. Now follow the, I know the details, sometimes it's too long, but follow the details, it's important. So two major teams, I forgot the names of the teams right now. It's 0.3 seconds right? 0.3 seconds to the end. The home team and the stadium, just get the picture, okay, is full of a lot of people, like, I don't know, 40,000 people, whatever, shouting. It's so loud. It's so loud because their team is winning. 0.3 to the end of the game. Listen to this. For some reason, the other team equalized, right? They are equal. Boom. The other team had a whatever, foul, whatever, they got 1 point. So now the home team leading with 1 point, and it's point maybe 1.5 seconds to the end. The whole stadium is, wow, crazy. The ball is in the guest's hand. The guy is in the middle of the field. Outside, he's throwing the ball from the outside. They have the ball from the side. He takes the ball, just throw it to the middle of I think maybe he guessed or whatever it is. It's no way. He threw the ball to around the middle of where the basket is. Somehow someone catched it, and he's like, he didn't even catch it. He was like jumping and just hit the ball very far from the basket. Don't get me, he didn't throw it next to the basket, very far. And he just slammed the ball. Somehow the ball got in and they won. Boom, the buzzer happening. You know what happened in that moment? It was amazing. Because in a second, everything becomes silent. I was like, what? Everyone was in shock that the guy actually was able to screw them. And who was happy? Only the people that won, like those 5 players, you see them jumping around in the field, 5 players, just like hugging each other. Everything else, there was nobody else. Everything was silent, and all those 5 people. And sure enough, their happiness wind down in 30 seconds. 30 seconds, the happiness, excitement, and it was gone. Then I was thinking about it, because imagine if it would be the other way around, the home team. And I've saw many games that the home team is winning in the last moment. You cannot contain the energy over there. You cannot really hold that, right? And the losers going out. Now, what am I telling you all of that? Because I want you to start seeing that in this world over and over, not the game. How sweet was that winning? And one of the things that I want to speak about is that each one of us need to have one concern. Win, win. Win. Most of our troubles, most of our difficulties, most of our chaos is because we don't have the consciousness of win, win. I'll say even more than that. What's the point of winning the game and I don't have the people around me to celebrate? What's the point if you had a deal with someone and you won at the deal and the other one is so depressed at home because he feels cheated, because he feels that he was stole, that he was pushed to the corner? How many of us are thinking about win-win? For example, you have a girlfriend, you have a husband, you have a wife or not, and you have an argument. And you know what? You won the argument. Your wife or your girlfriend told you, okay, you know what? You're right. But they're not happy. Is it really winning the argument? Well, let's say there was a situation of who is right and who is wrong, and you end up right. Is it nice when the other person is not really feel that they contribute something? Or they are wrong. Now they feel like walking around wrong. That even if you write about something, even if you win something and someone else losing, it's not a win. Therefore, you will have to go back again. And every time, all our gaining in life, all the winning moment in life, you have to, why they are so empty, right? Think about it. You close a huge deal. I feel the drain. At that moment, you're on the top, you got achieved what you want. Boom, there's an emptiness happening. Why? Or when you prove a point for somebody and they say, yeah, you're right. It makes you happy, but is the other person also happy when you prove the point? What was the point? Bitterness. Because this is the bittersweet, as they call it. Imagine someone, let's have, in sport, you see it a lot, but, you see so many of these situations when someone is really absolutely winning, and then they realize that they actually didn't make it to the final. Like there was a story about the coach. I think there's a movie about it right now. That it was a player. It was the best player ever. But his team for 4 or 6 times losing in the finals. Every year, he is the best player. I think it was the 60s or 70s. The player is the best player. He brings the team back to the final, and in the final game, and his team is losing. So imagine what type of year does it feel? And by the way, his team is losing and he gained MVP, the most valuable player. How bad does it feel? Can you imagine? So let's say I gain a deal. I'm working on a deal and I won. But everybody else is not happy about it. But I'm okay. I did well on that deal. Doesn't work. Because these type of deals, these type of moments, what they create for you, they create for you more work. As opposed to before, but what do you mean more work? More negativity in life. More difficulties. So you were able to escape the judgment. You were able that the policeman didn't give you a ticket. Wow, I'm so happy, right? Or you were able that you succeed in something, or you were able to sneak out of something, or lost. What I want you to think about today and in those days is completely the other way around. I want, this is the month, this is this Purim, this is what we want to awaken. A tremendous desire to the success and the happiness of the other person. Not of you. Only this way we are securing and promising ourselves an absolute reality of truth and happiness. My concern, my desire, and again, many people think, yes, I'm there. This is what I'm thinking about, win-win. No. My only concern is with a desire to the tremendous success of my friend and my happiness of somebody else. This will secure you not to repeat things and to make sure that you have a win-win. Everything you do, even argument, even someone come and ask you a question, you don't have to prove them wrong. You don't have to do something that is not a win-win, that we both happy with the answer and with the question. Okay? Why? I want you to start working on your attributes. Whatever is you feel like is a negative attribute, it blocks your gifts. So when you work on it, for example, I shared many different ones, but But even now, for example, you're working on the fear, or you're working on any insecurity, or you're working on any jealousy, or you're working on any something like that. It doesn't mean that today I'm working on it for 5 years, nothing changed. Yeah, if you're working on it and you transform it, it will work. But if you're working on what we just learned today, all your attributes will be geared to that direction. What is the direction? The direction is, I want to find ways to make people happy. I want to find a way to make my friend very successful. I want my client to be more successful than me. I want my coworker to be more successful than me. Nobody has that desire to make the other person happy. I want to make people happy. This is what Purim is about. This is awakening. If you awaken yourself to that energy, only to make other people happy and to be happy in the happiness of my friend. But that's very hard. Many people say, oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. What about me? They don't say it, but inside that's what's happening. You think we don't know? Yes, we do know. So everybody can fake it. I'm so happy for you. For sure, you know, I'm so happy for you, right? Yeah, I will be happier if you come to me first. That has to be worked on. A real pipe or a real channel of the Creator is when you can, elevate and defeat all negativity. But first of all, a real channel is when you have that consciousness. I have a tremendous desire for the success and happiness of the other side, which is the other partner, the other girlfriend, the other individual, in the negotiation, in the conversation. How can I make the other person more happy? Once you think in this way, once you awaken all your attributes to work towards that, you become a pipe, a channel of the light of the Creator. And of course, if you're a channel, everything goes through you. All the success, all the positivity, all the light has to funnel through you, through your life. But that is the direction. So please, again, if anybody have any question, you want to share, or you want to understand something, it's a huge opportunity that I don't want anyone to miss. Yes, it has to be very clear, please. Anybody have any question?
Good evening, Benjamin. Aviv, Mexico. How are you? If I'm do like, as you said, I want the other person happiness, but is it my responsibility that he's really or she's really happy? So where is the border?
There is no border. There is a desire and to do whatever in my power to make them happy. But if they're not, you can't control it. You can't fix people, right? Okay. But for example, I can bring someone to the, as you said, to the bucket, right? But they will have to drink, right? Yeah. I can bring them to the faucet, they need to drink. But the idea is, did I make it the best way? Did I bring the best vessels for that? Do I use
if I use my best options and my best consciousness to make it happen, and then I can let it go into the other side to choose.
Absolutely, absolutely. But let's say if I bring people to my house, I'm thinking, wait, what about this? What about that? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen? What do they need? One thing. You make it an event. What makes people happy? The flow, the energy, the atmosphere, this. Do you work on it? Or just like, oh yeah, come, whatever. No, you work in every step of the way. It's for the sake of making people happy, not for the sake of people, oh wow, you made a nice event. And they don't know the results of them. They will be happy there. But because you plan on it, because you prepare that every step of the way that the cup was here makes them happy. You understand every detail?
Yeah. Clear.
Yeah, more. I want to hear more, because in business, it's a lot. In business, in relationship, in buying, in selling, in delivering, in all of that. There's a lot of that people don't think about the other person.
So I have a question. Hello?
Yes, my dear.
So you said it in business. What happens if their happiness can only be with your sadness or with you being unhappy?
So it's not the right people to do business with.
Exactly.
What, you testing me, or you know the answer?
No, I don't know. I don't know the answer. But somebody asked me and said, but I don't understand. Like if I feel that this
someone
person
is happy with my falling, why would I need to be with them?
No. He's...
Ask it. That's not the question.
Oh, so that's the question.
Her English isn't that good. So she's trying to come up with the words.
If I have a fear, see, I'm beginning of the business with one person, but I have a fear to fracassar, lose or
then you don't do
lose
it.
everything.
Then you don't do it.
I mean, I have the fear.
It's Mimi.
That is hola. Is the fear? I'm doing the good.
Say it in Spanish.
I'm taking the good decision to make this this business with this person. I have this fear, and you spoke about we have to work on our fears.
Yeah.
What I have to really think. I desire to him success and the best, but at the same time, I fear if I'm doing well to do this business with this person is complicated for me.
I can understand a little bit more. By the way, if there is anyone who wants to speak in private and they have something that they want to learn more, you can definitely use my help, definitely directly, and we can understand the details there. The details can help understanding that. But when someone says that my desire, sole desire, only desire is to help somebody else and to make someone else happy, they will never submit into the fear. If your desire is only focused on making people happy, there is no fear. Because if there is fear, those fake fears, what do they think? Would they like it? Would they don't like it? If you're busy with that, you're not busy in really making people happy. I hope that's clear, because if you have time or energy or space to think about what they will think about it, would they like what I do it? Would they don't like that I do? No. That's stupidity fears, and it really doesn't go anywhere. I want to focus just on making someone else happy. The rest will be solved. And if you give in to the fear, obviously you're not in the right direction.
So that, I think that answered her question, but my question goes beyond that. If the focus in life is to become unconditional love, right, which means you have to love every single person, no matter what. But if you're a businessman, she's saying, and someone is coming to you and wants to do something that's going to hurt you, how can you overcome that and still give them love?
Oh, sing bad.
So you're saying that your question is not about just that. You're asking now, how can I increase being unconditional with people?
Yes.
So if everybody will accept your love and everybody will do everything you said, and they love you right away and you love them all the way, where is unconditional? It's conditional. It's within the frame of like, okay, the person came, fill up the love and left. It's conditioned, right? He went. But when someone comes with a bigger vessel, which is quote unquote look negative, now I cannot feel that capacity to the individual. So obviously you want to work on people who accept your love. That's it. I just want people to accept my love the way I want to give my love and the time I have to give the love and how I, no. It's when someone is challenging, it's when the sister-in-law bothering you, it's when the driver come late, it's when the groceries close and a minute before you came and doesn't really want to open for you. Do you love them the same way you love them when they were open? Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Well, hi, Benjamin. I think what I heard in there too, because I've been listening and trying to apply this to my own stuff. And if I've already defined in my, it's like to say this person is coming at me in a bad way. I've already defined that the relationship is bad. I have to kind of reframe it to see, even if it's an attack on me, what is the lesson that I can learn from this, from this attack? How can I reframe it?
You asking me?
No, I think I need to hear it out loud.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
So it makes sense, but you have something that we need to learn, all of us. Bad people, business people come to us, quote unquote, right? Or that person is attacking me, or that person come too strong on me. These are all results of us dealing in the past, meaning it can be yesterday, not in a win-win consciousness. Again, it's very big. I don't want to take more of the time, but this is very, very big topic in life. When you're dealing with something or negotiating, you have to understand, if you did negotiate not with that consciousness, you're experiencing all the quote-unquote bad business deal later on, or, people attacking me, they coming strong, they're not really honest. It's not them. It's all the dealing that I've done in the last 6 years in a sneaky way, in a not exposed, not transparent, not honest, not really care if the person is happy about the product. Just buy the product and keep it at home. No, we don't want to deal like that, because these are what we're experiencing today. What you just said now, it's a result of dealing wrongly earlier. It can be with a client in a store. It can be I'm just selling in a store and come and that lady is really annoying me, right? So she came, I sold her something that I could even give her a discount, but I didn't because she's annoying me. Not good. It's come back to you people aggressively coming to you. You understand? Yes. Yes, any other question?
Hi, Benjamin, it's Sabina.
Hi.
Hi. Benjamin, can you please repeat the 4 steps that you mentioned in the beginning?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. David, please repeat the 4 steps. Repeat more because you're on mute, so nobody hears you. Who knows what you're saying?
One second. Doing good for the good of somebody else. I don't really remember the other 3, to be honest.
Good. Yes. Yeah, Nico probably can repeat the 4 steps.
I remember that manifesting was 1 step.
Okay, who else? Yeah, who wants to share?
I forget now, but it's like something about recognizing your lowest quality, so to speak, right? And then another one was sharing it with someone, and then I forget the other 2.
Okay, so first of all, the first step in anything that we're working on, you need a tremendous desire, really true desire, to remove negativity. There's nobody in the world that you tell him, are you happy about your negative behavior? He says, yeah, I'm very happy to be negative. No, and eventually people don't like negativity. So what? So what? You made me to have a desire. I don't have a desire to remove negativity. No, you need to direct your desire towards removal of negativity. I need a tremendous desire. Otherwise, it's gone in a second. So the first step is what? Tremendous desire to remove the negativity. 2 is to identify, to recognize the magnitude of how bad and how delayed, how many fear generated from that, how many wrong dealing had because of that. You have to have an absolute recognition of all the magnitude. 3rd is to open up and share with someone. Listen, I have that. This is now. And 4th is to be committed to live life in a different way, different than that. That's what you recognize. I didn't say you have to have be committed. You know, when someone is like, you see them running towards something, you know, you feel like they are committed to get there. You feel the commitment to get there. That's what you need. These are the 4 steps that you can use now. Again, this now, why it's so important? Because it's way more easier. The itaruta, the awakening that is coming to this universe, it's so free and it's so unlimited. It doesn't matter who you are. You just need to know about it and have those steps. Easy, so easy. And I cannot even imagine how easy is that to change the entire world. If I had the entire world right now, actually I have the entire world here in the screen. You just need to meditate that the entire world is listening to us. Yes. So now you got the steps, David?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. I'm very happy to.
Thanks.
Yes, any other question? Yes, Lindsay. Hi. Yes. You have a question? No. All right. If there's no questions, I send you with a lot of love. I just want you to know if you're in New York and you want to be part of what we're doing, or you want to be online and watching, you know, the connection, you're also welcome. It's in Kabbalah.com. It's the connection to Purim. If you're interested, let us know. We can help you, or reach out to Adam. We give you all the connection possible. Thank you, everyone. And hopefully you use that opportunity. Please, I want to hear the next week you use that, and we technically can be completely removed from from negativity and from smallness. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest.